What's that noise?
It's Sunday night and you're about to watch Tarot Nice to Meet You, the show featuring live tarot reading for comedians by, other comedians. Here are your hosts, Carly Smallman and Sarah Isles.
Tarot, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. Tarot, nice to meet you. This is the live stream where comedians, that's me and this one, read tarot for other comedians. That's what's going to be happening today. We're going to have a really special guest. And on top of that, we give you bang for your buck, because later in the show, we can do tarot readings for you. So please type in the comment box. Let us know who you are, where you are, and if you have a question for the cards. Sarah, that was really, do you know what, you're reminding me of like a cross between like porn and that lady from the Generation Game who like displayed the trophy.
Hello, Katie. Hi. Hello, Katie.
Hi, Katie. Thanks for joining us. Oh, there we go, the sexy magician. So yes, if you want us to do a tarot reading for you later in the show, either type in your question that you'd like to ask the cards, or just if you want a random card, we can do that too and just give you some unsolicited advice. Or I suppose solicited if you've typed into the comments box. So Sarah, how are you?
I'm not losing my mind, obviously. Hi, Kev. Hello. Good to have you on the show. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, it's been a bit of a tough week, another week in paradise. Well, you know, because you saw me earlier, Carly and I met for a walk, and I came out of my flat with 5 empty bottles of, I mean, they weren't all from last night, 5 empty wine bottles, and
she came out with the recycling, but she was like really ashamed, but one was a bottle of San Pellegrino, so I wasn't really judging you too harsh.
Stay hydrated. Yeah, you know, so there was an occasional spritzer in there. It wasn't just all wine. How's yours been, my love?
It's been all right. As you know, today my dog has been a fucking nightmare. I love him dearly. Hi, Sarah. Hello. He's been poorly, and it's basically turned him into a loon. So poor Sarah was being dragged down the park by my dog, and it was horrifying. He was.
He rolled in a lot of poo. I mean, it wasn't like once, and then he went and rolled in it again, and then he rolled a third time. And I mean, he really exhausted that poo. I mean, he really did embrace it.
The worst part was me running across the park screaming, "Stop it!" And Sarah just sat there laughing. So not only was my
coffee, I couldn't run.
As I was humiliated on top of everything.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for that kind of support.
Yeah, did you know what? Only a true friend would laugh at you as you're chasing around your dog as it carries a shit in its mouth. So
and rolls around in it. Yeah, only a true friend.
He was running off, putting it down and rolling in it again.
But loving it. Like he was really was enjoying it. It was quite upsetting.
Yeah, he was happier than ever. So living his best life. His best life. I had to give him a bath today. That's about as exciting as my fucking life is now. It's like, how's lockdown for you? My dog covered himself in shit and then I washed it off. So yeah, that's about as exciting as it gets. Let us know how you guys are. How's your week been? Would you say it's been better or worse than cleaning shit off a dog? Please leave your comments in the box.
We would like to know.
Would you like a card for advice for the week ahead, my darling?
Yes, please. Yes, let's see what's coming up. Let's see what this shitstorm's gonna. Yeah.
I'm shuffling these. I said to Sarah before the show, I'm a bit worried that I need to cleanse my cards. I'm a bit worried about some of my energy.
Would have been more humiliating if Carly or Sarah had been rolling in it. Well, I had my coffee. I couldn't. I was expecting Carly to, stop, drop, and roll, but she didn't.
I didn't.
It's a real shame.
I didn't.
She wouldn't commit.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
A card jumped out. It flipped over. It's a good one. It's a goodie.
Okay.
You've got the Nine of Cups, my darling. So this is for those who are watching and learning the tarot, as I know a few of you are. Cups are the cards of emotions and feelings and also like interpersonal relationships. So this card, the Nine of Cups, you can see there's this dude and he's sitting comfortably, looking pretty smug, surrounded by cups with his little blue curtain. And this card is the card of contentment, satisfaction, and remembering to be grateful for what you have, not in necessarily a material way, but gratitude for the people you love. So my advice for this week, and I thought this is very pertinent, is to you are surrounded by lots of people who love you, and they care about you, and just to hang with them. I'm one of the people. I'm going to send 10 of cups to Sarah. I feel like I'm going to cry.
Yeah, hang with the love. I will do that. Thank you. That's a nice card. That's a good one for the week. All right, let me do you.
Okay. I'm going to say stop.
Ooh, the Chariot.
Oh,
I know. So this I quite like, because this is like all about sort of like success and willpower, but actually just what I like about the Chariot the most is the Chariot is like not going at a really fast pace, but it's just like a nice steady pace, but is very victorious, but knows that they're on the right path and just keeps going towards it. So I think this is quite apt for you, because I feel like next week this is something that you're going to start maybe moving more further and being more successful towards stuff, but just knowing that you are going at a good steady pace, and you don't have to feel like it's a race, and you don't have to feel like you have to get there really quickly, and it's just something, it's perseverance, and you will have that sex
what?
That's not what this card means. That was what a slip of the tongue. So you're gonna have sex on a Chariot.
Sarah's championing for me to have sex at some point. She's really behind me, but there's no sex prospect.
No, I mean, the fact that accidentally slipped out, I feel like maybe that was the message from the universe coming through me.
Move towards having sex.
Yeah, so that's what you're slowly moving towards at a really, really, really slow pace. So by 2023,
That's so funny. Oh dear, Ben-Hur. I've never seen it, Kev. Your references are dated. I'm just sorry, I can't actually answer the question. I'm slowly, but steadily moving towards that. That's so funny. That's really made my day.
I got my one slip of the tongue. So what you need to do is you need to have sex, not success.
You need to have sex. Don't rush into it. Just go really, really slow. Really start with hand holding. Maybe start with eye contact. Move up the hand holding.
Is that how the kids do it? Okay, right. Let's start with eye contact.
Years, might let us dick in me. Who knows? Who knows? The cards are, as we say, they don't predict the future. They just give something to think about.
I did, Sarah, accidentally pulled the sex. I mean, it's not a sex card. I really don't know where that came from.
That's why it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
If anything is to do with your career and aspirations, it's literally not a sex card, but is an expert in turning things that are not sexual into hilarious sexual escapades amongst us gal friends. So
my superpower.
She's magical. Well, shall we get our guest on the show just to divert attention away from all that very slow sex I need to have?
Yeah,
okay. Cool. I'm super excited for our guest tonight. He's an absolutely oh, that's my dad. Hi,
hello, Mr. Smalls.
Sorry, I will bring you on in a second, John. This is a big moment. I've never seen my dad actually use a computer with competence. No offense, Dad, but
with competence. Oh, so Carly does keep on freezing. I wasn't sure if that was just me, because I always feel like my internet is the one that's going. So yeah, honey, you are very crackly and you're going in and out, but I can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, everyone. If worse comes to worse, I can go and I can log off and log back in. So it's too bad. But anyway, just want to say hi, Dad. I'm amazed that you're managing to use the iPad to type to us. So hi, Dad. Good. Now, to introduce someone who is not my dad, that's what we can say about our guest for certain. He's not my dad. He's a brilliant comic, really, really funny. He does loads of funny live streams and has a podcast that's going great guns. Wow, everyone's really interested with my dad. Anyway, let me introduce our fabulous guest. He's brilliant. He's funny. He's a podcaster. He's a comic. He's generally awesome. His name is John Pearson. And John, welcome to the show.
Taro!
Hi. I feel like I'm a letdown because I'm not your dad. That's the way I feel. Your dad is getting so much love on this stream just because he said hello. I'm watching. That's literally all he said, and everyone's just gone amazing. Let's talk about Carly's dad. So hello, lovely to see you all.
Lovely to see you. How are you doing, John?
I'm all right. The most interesting thing so far about this stream is the fact that you picked out what I assume is the 2 girls 1 cup card for Sarah. and then you got a sex card.
I didn't get a sex card.
It's not a sex card.
What is it?
I accidentally said sex when I was trying to say success, and it came out sex.
For Sarah, they're the same thing.
They're the same thing.
It's success and sex. They're very much the same thing. Success and sex. You know you're successful when you're having a lot of sex.
When you're having sex, yeah.
Around cups as well. So as long as you've got cups around you, you can have sex. You've got somewhere to put the excess, and it's fine.
The excess.
Welcome.
I don't like the thought of excess.
Suck sex. No, not yet, Kev. I've only just met you. But yeah, I'm
okay. Give John a chance. Jesus.
Yeah, God, wow, you went straight in there.
At least hold my hand once, Kev. Come on, you've got to go through the stages.
That's what Carly said.
Eye contact. I think the way that Carly's stream split up as well, it sounded like she went eye contact, and then I'll let him put my dick in me. I think she might have said other things in between, but I think because of her internet, it literally just said eye contact, then I'll let her put my dick in me.
It's her internet.
That was my stream, John. That was my advice. Not my stream. That was the truth of things. Here we go. It's because Sarah had Jose on her mind. Yes, she did. Probably.
Who's Jose? Who's Jose? Is he?
He's a regular. Later. Yeah, he usually pops up towards the end. He's a regular. He just gives me very nice compliments.
Oh, does he? Well, I'm assuming. That's what I'm here for, isn't it? I'm here to try and make sure that they don't all finish off within 2 minutes. That's why I'm here on the stream, isn't it? I'm here to stop all those masturbating men that are watching this, and they don't want to finish on my face, do they? That would be horrific for them.
Thank you, John. It's true. It's not all men. Look at John, really protecting us.
Yeah, protective, and also just telling exactly what I've been doing for the stream when I've watched it for research purposes. This is it's the cheapest OnlyFans I've ever seen. This is perfect.
Yeah, it's free. It's so cheap, it's free.
It's the beauty of the chariot card.
Pete, John, is he one of your friends?
Pete, see here, yeah, I've seen Pete. Pete's been on quite a few live streams that I've done. I feel like maybe he might be doing things that I don't want to hear about on streams because he seems to be on everything that I ever do. So maybe he's following me around and wanking. I don't know.
Maybe, but luckily for you, we're here to put off Pete. So
that's it. Yeah, that's true. So, lovely to see you, Pete, or not see you. See your comments. This is weird whenever you do live streams, isn't it? Because you always say, "It's lovely to see you," but you don't see them. All you're seeing is their typing. Sarah Alice, it's what they come here for. Yeah, it is.
This has turned into complete filth within the first 10 minutes, and I feel like it's all my fault.
What did you expect?
I'm so sorry. My father's watching, by the way. My father is watching.
Yeah, we all know what he's doing over Sarah. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
No, oh my God!
Too far. Too far.
That's too far. My dad loves Sarah and always asks after her.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Shall we move on to the first round?
Yeah, let's do that.
This first section is called Brief Encounters. So, John, we like to start off the show because me and Sarah love all things kind of witchy and spooky and weird and supernatural. Do you have any stories like that? You know, everyone has that cool dinner party story where they're like, actually, I saw a ghost or an alien or like something unexplained happens to you.
No, but I do live in I live in a very, very old building. So the building I live in is from like the 1800s. It's an old pub so we ran it as a pub for a while. And there is rumours that there is, well, when we had it open, people used to say there was an old miner that used to sit in the corner of our pub. And that corner of that corner is always cold. You can't ever get it hot, no matter whether we've got a massive fire by it. It's always cold in this one corner, which is where he apparently used to sit all the time. And apparently people have still seen him sitting there. But also our upstairs bit where we live used to apparently be a backstreet abortion clinic for the miners' wives as well.
Oh, it's a happy story.
And the builders that made it livable and habitable for us said that it was always there was always weird and they heard like crying and stuff upstairs. But then since we've gone up there, and my wife's
from the ghost of the women who died.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know, but since we've gone up, my wife's very into this all this sort of stuff as well. She says, and her mum is as well. Her mum reads tarot cards and all that sort of stuff. And she says it's probably because we live up there, but we live there. I live there with my wife Gabby, so there's probably they're not bothered about that because there's a woman there. But when it was just men that were like building it and stuff, they were probably having issues. So there was like so I do live in kind of like apparently a haunted house, but I've never really seen it other than the cold corner. Which could just be I've not put the right insulation in, to be fair.
Do you believe in the cold corner?
I do believe in the cold corner because I do believe it's there, and I have tried to heat that corner up.
Do you believe there's a ghost sat in the corner?
I have never seen it, but it's weird that corner is always cold, especially because it is right by the fire. So it is like the corner, the fire's here and the corner's there. That corner should be really warm, and it's not. It never is. You can't get it warm. I've tried everything.
And has your wife or wife's mother seen anything?
No, they've not seen any ghosts in here. But I don't know. It's weird because it's quite an old building. Things do happen. Like there's things. I mean, this could just be the fact that we just lose stuff, but things go missing and then appear exactly where they were before. Do you know what I mean? That happens too much for it to be a coincidence or someone's
you think it's maybe just Gabby fucking with you?
Yeah, well, yeah. This has also been said that maybe it's John having a John look, is what it's called. But no, it's not. Honestly, we've had things like tools and stuff that have been somewhere. Like I've had my screwdriver set out and then it goes missing and then it appears again right back where it was like 2 days later. And that happens too much for it to be a coincidence for me.
That's creepy because that never happens in my house. But I don't live in like an old building, so
because you haven't got any tools either, though, Carly. Because I have to bring my own round. I have to bring the tools around to put things up for you. I think that's how that works.
I have to say, John is my tool friend. So whenever John comes round, I've always got some kind of light bulb that needs installing.
Yeah. It was dark in your house. You're like, I think there's a ghost. No, you just got no light bulbs, Carly. You just put light bulbs in. I'm
pleased for you to change it.
Yeah, please you come round, John. That one needs changing. It's a normal light bulb height. It's not even a tall house. It's not even got tall ceilings. It's just normal.
No, not at all. I literally could just stand on a chair.
But you don't do that. Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm scared. I'm scared I'm going to fall and hurt myself.
Scared of heights. Yeah.
I'm like more like in a granny way. Like I'm scared I'll have a fall or like break my foot.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm scared I'll have a fall. I am. Anyway, let's do something that makes me look less elderly. Shall we? So John, I'm going to read your cards. Have you ever had your tarot done before?
No, I've never had my tarot done before. Now, my mother-in-law does do them, and I've never had it done. And she does Gabby's probably on a 2 monthly basis. And the amount of things that we've supposed to have been doing and has never happened is unbelievable. So it'll be interesting to see what mine come out as.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm excited as well. All right. So for those who are new to the show, when we do John's reading, we're going to do a little 3-card reading, giving John some advice for the week ahead. So
will there be a cup and a success card? Because I'd like to have a success card if I can.
Well, hopefully we will give you a success card. I can't promise. The cards will give you a success. You deserve one.
My birthday's been, so that's probably why, isn't it?
So I'm going to say probably.
Yeah, it's probably out of the question at this point.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, no, that's no good. Anyway, we're going to do a 3-card reading. We're not going to predict your future. We're just going to tell you some stuff that you might be interested in hearing and taking on board. We only read cards this way up. We do not read reversals, which is when they come up upside down.
What's that mean? What does it mean if they come upside down? What does that mean?
Okay, so some people read.
We don't know. Don't do them.
Well, no, it can mean literally the opposite of the card, or it can mean that there's something you're not seeing about that card, or it depends on the card, really. It just depends on how you interpret it. So say, for example, let me just pull a random card. Okay, say, for example, you got judgment this way up. It means kind of like rebirth and like absolution. Yeah. Say that came this way up. It could mean like maybe stagnation, and there's something holding you back from making that next step into the transformation you need. I don't know if that's true, by the way. If any of you read reversals, let me know. But that's just how I kind of understand them, which is...
I like the way you're making tarot up as you go along. That's what I like.
Literally we are, John.
Oh, perfect.
That is true. No, Sarah is legit good. So it's just as well we have her here.
That's why Sarah's been quiet over there. She's like, I'm going to let her continue with this because she knows fuck all about what she's talking about. I'm going to keep out of this.
Right, Sarah? Or did I make it up?
No, that is right. It is usually the opposite. Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
Again, I feel like that was completely. Yeah, I think. Yeah, if it's upside down, it's the opposite. That's how it works.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we don't read reversals because there's 78 cards. We really don't need to have whatever 78 times 2 is. 78 is enough.
I like that. Thanks, babe. And also, we usually drunk when we're reading the cards for each other, so we don't want to complicate any thought process.
Oh, I mean, because then they're going to come out sideways, they're going to come out backwards. Who knows what they'll come out like? What happens if it comes out on the side?
Yeah.
What happens if it comes out landscape, not portrait? What happens then?
Yeah, well, exactly. We haven't got a fucking clue. We don't know.
Not sure.
Could mean anything. I'm
going to shuffle your cards, babe, and you're going to say stop, and I'm going to pull out 3 cards off the top. All right.
Well done. I like that segue. Was brilliant. Well done. I'm going to shut John up now by just telling him what I'm going to do. Let's get on with it,
John. Okay. We're going to read your cards.
Let's see if we get the sex card.
Yeah, let's see if we get it. See if you can finger my sex card out, Carly. It is. Stop. Do it now. This is Cutting Edge Tarot. Thank you very much, Kev.
I will take that hint of sarcasm.
Yeah.
Well, why? This is what happens when I get two of my actual friends with me on a live stream.
Yeah, rather than you, Sarah, you're not a real friend. That's
not a real friend.
That's what I meant, my actual friends. Because at least if there's someone who we don't know well, we have to like maintain some kind of decorum. Whereas we're just not even
it's your fault, John, not mine.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I'll try to be more serious now.
Here's a card, John. I'm going to give you your first card.
Yes.
You have got the King of Wands.
Yes, come on. That's the King of Dicks, isn't it?
The King of Dicks. It is. It's the King of Dicks. Now, when you get one of these cards, a court card, which is like a king or a queen or a knight or a page, this usually represents an actual person or like the energies of that person or personality that is advising you to take on. So I'll kind of describe this guy, and then you can tell us if you think it's you, if you think it's someone you know, or if it's something that you just kind of need to hear. So the King of Wands, he is the fiery king. So he is like, his dominant element is fire. He's like a leader. He's very stable. He has like lots of vision and like great ideas. He's like more of a delegator. So he will like have a really good idea and then like say to someone else, okay, you make this idea happen, or like, I'm going to give you some money and you're going to make this happen. So he's more of a delegator than like he doesn't do the menial shit. He's too kingly. He's often an entrepreneur. So he is very enterprising. He usually like runs his own business or his own company. But he's the sort of person, he like lives by quite a good code of morals. He's very honorable. And he's usually like an older guy, like not like old, not mature. Like a mature guy. Thanks, Sarah, because he could be like a really mature 20-year-old. But I really like this card. He's fiery, he's feisty, he's very capable, and
he loves wands. He likes a wand.
He loves wands and lizards. He's got a little salamander. Yeah, there's a little
salamander.
Oh yeah, there's a little salamander. Yeah, right down by his feet.
Salamander.
Yeah, he's got like a little pet salamander.
Little pet salamander, because they represent fire apparently in like oldie shit. But yeah, so he might be a fire sign like Sagittarius or an Aries or a Leo. Sarah, anything you want to add about this dude?
He's a fire exit sign. He's green and running towards a door. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, no, I mean, you covered it perfectly. I mean, like Carly said, with the court cards, it could be that this is representing you if you feel like this is closely representing how you are, or there's aspects of this personality that you should take on as like a guide of this is how you should be in approach to a certain situation. So if you don't feel like it is you as it is right now, this is something that you should take as advice for the week of traits that you should take on board.
Or it represent someone that's in my life.
Yes, it absolutely could. And
if you thought of someone, if you thought someone came to mind.
Yeah, definitely. Straight away, as soon as you said what it was, I thought, because I've just started a new job at a vape shop, and the guy that runs it is exactly what you described.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Really weird.
Well, usually what it means, if like straight away when you think of a card and a person jumps to your mind, like I've got certain people now who I've just really got like strong associations with. And say, for example, if Sarah's signifier card, I would think of Sarah as the Queen of Swords.
Queen of Wands. Yeah, definitely. I'd think of Sarah the Queen of Wands as well.
Wally's the Queen of Wands, actually.
Sarah's the Queen of Swords, but if she comes up, I'm like, I need to like call Sarah or learn from her, or she's gonna or like look to her this week for some kind of guidance. So there you go. Tell us more about this vape shop, John. I didn't know you were working in a vape shop. What's it like?
Working a vape. It's great. Let's work in a vape shop. It says it a retail vape shop. It's fine. It's great. I do enjoy it. It's really fun. It's more fun than working at Tesco's, which is what I was doing. But it's just it's nice. It's kind of like I'm helping people quitting smoking, but making them spend more money.
Yay! That's what it's all about. Money.
That's what it's all about. Yeah, it's all about the money. But yeah, so that card does represent the boss. Like that, the owner of that place is very much like that. He's very much a delegator, but he wants a lot of things doing, and he knows what he wants, but gets other people in to do it. Hence, he's got me in to do a load of the stuff for the computers and stuff. So he's got me in, and then delegating me down to put a new till system in and all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of hits home a bit. That does.
I think you're probably yeah. Oh, we are. She's a witch. Yeah. I think you're going to learn a lot from him then this week. I think he's one of these people that there's something that you're going to learn from him this week in particular. Then.
Okay, excellent. Can't wait. Looking forward to the week at work.
Week at work. Okay, the next card. Don't be scared.
Oh God, it's a death card, isn't it? It's death.
Death's good.
Death would be better than this.
Oh, wowzers, trousers. What's this one? This does not look good. It
looks pretty ominous. We've got the Three of Swords. It's 3 swords stabbing you in the heart on a really shitty, drizzly background. This pretty much does what it says on the tin, really. This is a card about like heartbreak and emotional pain, and feeling like you've been hurt, but also it's because it's swords rather than cups. This is all stuff that's going on in your mind. So it's sort of thing that's maybe preoccupying your thoughts, is that there's something that you feel like you've maybe lost, or something that you feel like that kind of, that kind of like deep down, like that's kind of what this card is. But when it comes up, the advice that it gives is to move forward from any kind of, even if you're not feeling like right in the middle of that pain, it sort of advise you to move forward from any like lingering negative sort of thoughts and feelings.
Right.
And also to remember that any sort of like negative thinking is temporary. Sarah, do you have anything you want to add, babe?
No, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, what I like about this card is like the clouds and the stuff in the background and the rain, basically reminding you that when it does rain and it is very cloudy and shitty, that does eventually pass and the sun does come out again. So it's a very depictive card of feel the feels, embrace all the shit that you've got going on, and then focus on the fact that it is something you've got to move past, and you will move past, but you're not going to be able to do it without actually feeling the feels.
What a shitty card! That's
it is a shitty card.
Card. That's like the worst one, isn't it? That's like.
Are you a repressor, John, of feels, or are you
a definite? Yeah, I am a definite suppressor. I'm definite proper man. Push the feelings down, and hope it comes out in aneurysm in 30 years' time. That's pretty much my outlook on life.
Well, no, it's going to come out this week. Surprise!
Yeah, this week. Saying to get in touch with your sad feels. Because maybe you're doing things to take your mind off the sad feels and not giving your heart that little heartbreak it needs to move forward.
Right. Okay. I'll have to have a think about what I feel.
That's always the worst.
I feel nothing. That heart looks very red and not like stone. I don't know how that could represent me. That's
maybe it's someone.
Wait till all the emotions come out this week.
Oh God, it's going to be chaos. You'll see it now. What you're going to see is in the newspaper this week. It's going to be new vape shop worker goes postal, kills new boss. That's what's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
With 3 swords.
Oh, babe. Stabbing in vape shop.
Yeah, but it's have absolutely no affiliation with this show whatsoever.
Oh, look at Sarah being professional.
Thank you, Sarah. We didn't put the idea in
our asses.
Yeah, just to make it very clear, he was going to do this anyway. The cards, we
say we don't always so unhinged. He got very weird about the sex card. You know, signs from the start.
That's it. He came straight on here and started talking about wanking. I can't believe it. He was always unhinged.
So inappropriate.
Said he was the king of cocks.
He said he was the king of cocks, and then he killed everyone in that shop. It was very
mental. It's crazy.
All the signs were there. Yeah.
All the signs were there. We read his tarot and just went, oh God, we're gonna have to look after John. Someone send the police round now. Arrest him now. It's like
It's all right, they're watching, John. It's fine. They always have a little bit of monitoring going on. So someone will turn up at the not now because obviously we've got a show to finish, but you know they'll turn up at the end.
It's basically Minority. It's Minority Report. That's what we're in, isn't it? We're in Minority Report right now.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what you guys have been doing. You've been predicting crimes for
that's what this show is. We're just literally a crime-fighting duo, and we just have the guests on as like a cover so people aren't onto us. It's Jose.
Evening, Jose.
Oh God, Sarah's now going to be distracted. We're not going to get anything out of her now whatsoever.
Actually, I am the height of professionalism. Thank you very much, John.
We've only got one more card anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there's not a lot how else I have to do.
Yeah.
Here's your last card. You're ending on a high, even though you're going to be crying a lot. This is one of my favourite cards. The Ace of Swords. A couple of things to remember. Obviously, swords are all about thoughts and communications, and aces are all about beginnings. So they're about something new happening. So this is the card of like breakthrough, like that sort of like ding ding, like light bulb moment, new ideas, that sudden sort of change from feeling like you kind of don't know what's what and your thoughts are swirling around to that like when the clouds lift and there's like some real clarity of thought. And it's with the crown as well on the top. That's about success and achievement, and
success.
Yeah.
And achievement. So it's basically saying the advice is if you have any ideas this week or anything that you've been thinking about that have been like in that conceptual phase, it's saying
killing everyone at work.
Not murder, John.
Oh, right, okay, okay, right.
No.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, definitely not condoning that in any way.
No, we don't condone murder on Tara. Nice to meet you. As a minimum, the baseline is low.
Yeah, but I mean, what's also quite nice about this card, John, is that at the bottom you can see you've got the little mountains there, basically saying that although there's obviously a lot of success to be had at the beginnings of an idea, it's going to be kind of a bumpy road, but it is still a sign that you should carry on despite this. So just persevere no matter what.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's to finish on a nice card.
Yeah, it's nice to finish on a nice card. Probably didn't finish on the stabby hearty one. That's
no one wants to finish on the stabby heart. No
one wants to finish on that.
No. John, have you got any ideas? Have you had any ideas that you've been thinking of? You got any projects that you've been kind of?
Yeah, there's loads of stuff. Well, I've got loads of stuff going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got a lot of writing stuff going on. A lot of things that I'm doing that are in the. So maybe that's it. Maybe it might be along those lines. That it's an idea I've had for a while, and then it's gonna flourish this week, possibly. Maybe, don't know.
I reckon your new boss is going to give you an idea of how you can take this idea forward. But in order to do it, you're actually going to have to get over something, as in there's something that's holding you back, which is the 3 of Hearts, and you actually have to address that, because if you don't address that, you're not going to go forward with this new idea. I think that's what it is.
That's fucking good, Sarah.
God, Sarah, you're great.
Thanks.
She's so great, isn't she?
She is, yeah. I smashed that out of the park. She made that sound like she knew what she was talking about. That was brilliant.
I know, right? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to redeem myself for what I did earlier.
Wow. You're
I know what I'm talking about.
In this stream or just in live, Sarah? Because that's going to take forever.
Life in general,
I say live in general, it's going to take ages.
You get idiot live. That's your podcast, isn't it, John?
That is my podcast. Yeah. We are live. It's in a week. Yeah, we're doing a live one next week. So that's not an idea. That's already flourishing, mate. That's already going. I've not got any ideas.
Yeah, this is something new.
Yeah, hopefully this is something new.
I love John. Thank you for your comment, but.
thank you, Pete, but no. No, it might be. Who knows? Yeah, but thanks for buying a ticket for it. Yeah, okay, who knows? Anyway,
let us know how your week goes and if any of
I know.
Through.
Have you had any? Did you ever do a tarot nice to meet you second phase to find out if the things have happened?
No.
Usually people just text me, like Suze Kempner, actually, her reading came true when she came on the show. Literally, like, it was like, usually I say it's for advice. It was literally a prediction. Her reading came true. So it was saying all about like something unexpected is going to come out and you're going to make money from it. That was basically the whole reading, like all these like cards just reinforcing each other. And she became a times table singer on a kids program, and she got loads of money and was delighted. So
amazing.
And it was all because of us.
I can't wait.
down to us, not to do the fact she auditioned. It was because of us.
Yeah, all down to you. So I can't wait. I can't wait to have all the feels this week at some point.
Oh,
Cry.
you're going to feel them, all right.
Cry.
Oh, you're gonna feel 'em.
Oh God! Oh, can't wait to text you that picture of me just like in bed.
Well,
Duvet round me.
a phone call from your next of kin.
The last thing he did was Tara, nice to meet you. What the fuck did they do to him? They've absolutely murdered him. That's what's happened. John's now just in bed. He's depressive. That's what's happened. He's just sat in bed now. I need to have an idea.
Yeah. You're so welcome.
Yeah. We do what we can, don't we? It's like a community.
Thank you for ruining my life.
Pleasure.
That's great. Thank you.
Our pleasure, babe. Let's do our final round with John. It is the round with the absolutely insane little weird intro graphic. This is Who's in the Freezer?
Hey, let me out! It's fucking freezing in here!
The fuck is that?
The best graphic ever. That's what that is. Thank you very much.
What was that?
Brilliant.
John is the only honest guest we've ever had. Everyone else just sort of sits there politely and accepts that.
Not John.
Do you know what? I've got an idea that's just sprung to mind. Get a better graphic designer.
Never.
How dare you? How dare you insult Jim?
Producer Jim, can you hear what he's saying?
I love it if he just turns off John's microphone now. John's removed from the stream.
Removed from the stream, yeah. We don't want John on there anymore.
He's like, so now we're going to, John's gone. Oh, okay. Fair enough, Jim. We understand what happened there.
You just see Jim walk in from this side. Just...
Don't like my graphics, do you?
Where's Jim from? I don't know where your accent
from the generic area of
North.
The North. Wherever
North.
that accent was from, that's where Jim's from.
Right, okay, got you. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
it was just the man's voice. Sarah, do you want to explain the freezer, or would you like me to, babe?
Yes, I can explain. That was not. Oh, Wigan. He's from Wigan.
He's from Wigan. That was not a Wigan.
Quite a good accent, actually. I thought that was
It wasn't Wigan. It wasn't close to Wigan. No, it wasn't Wigan.
No. I don't know.
London, everything's north.
Yeah. Anything.
No, it definitely wasn't a Wigan accent.
No.
Okay. Well, usually you're quite
a man from Wigan, and he had hairs coming out of his nose. I know that's nothing to do with the show, but I just remembered him, and I needed you all to know he had hairs growing out his nose, and I never said anything to him because I thought, is it impolite? Did he choose for that look?
Were you dating him?
No, I just worked with him.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you said dating at the time. I was like, okay.
I did too, yeah.
Oh no, no, I worked with him. It would have been an honour to date a man with a hairy nose. He could have given me a little nuzzle, but sadly, I just had to work with him.
You think you would pluck him though, right? You think you just pluck the nasal?
What, the people he works with, or?
Yeah.
Oh, he said pluck. Oh, right, okay.
Pluck. Honestly, John, you've got to stop assuming everything that's coming out of my mouth is filth. It was an accidental statement. It was an accidental
not everything that goes out. Sometimes things that go in as well. So,
unbelievable.
To be fair to John, Sarah, you did start off by saying that the chariot was a card of sex.
Yeah.
You're right. This is all my fault. You're right. 100% right. I apologise to both of you and our viewers for making this show absolute filth. And I think that that's basically a reflection of how I was raised. And everyone in my family are just absolute gutter. I mean, that's where we were dragged up from. And it's just everything is sex and filth and whores and drugs. So yeah, I can only apologise for that. I'm so sorry.
This has gone down a path I did not realise. But
yeah, me neither. I didn't realise everything. Oh, hang on. Let's just calm down. Sarah. And green suits, really cool on you. So,
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, my mum made this.
I did say when Sarah came up before you arrived on the stream, John. You came up. I said, Sarah, you're beautiful. You look so beautiful today. Like, I got really cheesy.
And then she went, I haven't even changed since our walk. I was like,
okay. One of my friends, one of my mates, Jason's now just commented saying John is just filth too. So that's fine.
Thank you, Jason. Yes, it's not just all me.
No. Yeah. For our regular viewers, you will know that Sarah is not not been whoring since way back and beyond, because usually it's not got this tone, John. So
no, well,
I think the fact that it has this tone means it's all John's fault. That's all I'm saying.
Sarah's not been whoring since lockdown started because, let's be honest, it stopped the business. But it's
Look, don't take the piss. Sarah would be a brilliant whore. I'm one of her best friends. And she would be successful in anything she did. If she wanted to be a whore or a CEO, Sarah would be really great at both of those.
She'd be great at it. She'd be great at it. She's great at both. She's great at both.
She'd be great at anything she wanted to be. A butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, or a whore, or a CEO.
Yeah, she could be all of those. All of those things. She'd be great at all of them.
And all I ended up doing was doing stand-up comedy. What a waste, eh?
What an absolute waste. What a bloody waste it was.
Wasting all my time on jokes.
Yeah. Why are you wasting your time on jokes when you've got cocks to suck? Come on, Sarah.
Oh, God.
Sarah, can you explain the freezer, please? Hurry.
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Oh, yeah. When was that? There was some visual about 15 minutes ago. What was that all about?
2 years ago, we saw the freezer.
Who's in the freezer? Right, so I'll explain the freezer really quickly, and then I have to lower the tone slightly, and then we will bring it back up. So this is a spell that my aunt taught me. Unfortunately, my aunt passed away this week. She's been terminally ill for a couple of years. So unfortunately, this is a spell that she did teach me from a very young age. But what I find quite funny is, although she has passed away, she actually did regularly put names and people in the freezer. She even had a jar, and it did cross my mind that now that she's gone, I'm horrified to really think about what my uncle might find in her freezer. So I imagine that there's like several drawers of names and vendettas, and I'm actually quite nervous about all these people being unfrozen. So that's so what my aunt does is you find someone that you don't like, you write their name down, and you freeze all their power by putting them in an ice cube tray and freezing them, and then just leaving them in your freezer. So yeah, she was the original designer of this spell, and now we've taken it and done this for the show so that we can.
Yeah, and we do it for fun. Well, not for fun, but for personal reasons.
My main worry is how many freezers did she have? She must.
I don't know. I mean, I'm actually concerned now, so I might actually have to reach out to my uncle and be like, you know, maybe don't clear out that freezer, you know, because it's just going to have a lot of weird shit in there. So yeah. Thank you, Kev.
Maybe just burn that freezer, I think, is probably the...
Yeah, but I don't know if you burn all the names, what happens to the people?
We don't want them getting out. We don't want those people coming back.
Just keep them locked up. Keep them locked in the freezer. It's basically, it's like the Ghostbusters bank, isn't it?
That's exactly what it's like.
Yes, that's
exactly what it's like. It's like that. So you're going to keep them in there, otherwise you're going to let them out. It's all going to be chaos. There'll be slime in the sewers of New York, and then Stay Puft Marshmallow will appear.
Yes.
I always worry what will happen if Sarah's freezer ever loses power, because I know she's got a few names. You've got a few names in there. Sarah's put names in the freezer for me on multiple occasions, so I've got like a personal vested interest.
Wow. Okay, I know some. I think I probably know some of the names that are in that freezer. Then,
yes, you do.
That's very worrying in actual fact.
You legit 100% do, and I'll text you.
I don't think you need to. I already know one.
Yeah, you're already fully aware. But actually, what we're going to do differently this week is I'm not going to nominate. Carly has decided that she's going to nominate. So it's basically Carly going against you, John. So I don't know if you wanted to go first or second.
I have to put Carly in the freezer.
No, you can put whoever you want in. You can put me if you want, but like once again, you may just have your feed cut like through no fault of mine.
I'm never going to put you in the freezer, Carly. Let's be honest.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm the one that has to do it. I'm not doing it. So.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is me and John are going to put a nomination in each for someone to go in the freezer, and you, the lovely audience, are going to vote by typing in the comments whose nomination you would like, because Sarah's freezer is only so big, and we can't fit everyone in. So
that's been said about Sarah before. Let's be honest.
John. John, do you want to go first or second, babe?
No, I think you should go. You could go first. You go first.
All right. So I don't normally nominate for the freezer because usually I don't have enough like rage in me. But something happened today. Sarah said, literally, while we were out together, Sarah said she'd rarely seen me like this. I was fucking furious. I would like to nominate dogs who roll in the feces of other animals. Dogs who roll in shit. In the fucking freezer. I feel so disrespected. I feel like I take my time out of my not at all busy day to take my dog to the park And I expect a certain level of decorum. I don't go to the park and then find like the nearest fox shit and rub it all over myself, because I was raised differently. I have manners. Sarah's been to park with me.
I can confirm. We've been on probably 100 walks this pandemic, and she hasn't done that once. I can confirm that completely.
That's
Thank you, Sarah. It's good when your friends have got your back to say on live streams that you don't rub shit on yourself. I appreciate that. I've never done it. Today, my dog, not only, as I said at the beginning, he not only rolled in fox shit, but then when I tried to chase him away from the shit, he picked the shit up in his mouth, ran away with the shit, put it back down, looked me dead in the fucking eye, and rolled in it again. Now, if this is not some level of disrespect, that I can't even fucking handle it. I have never been treated so poorly. So I'm really... Oh God,
she was so upset earlier, John, honestly. And when the dog came back and was giving her like the puppy eyes, because obviously he know that he's fucked up, she was like, I can't believe I've got to bath you again. You had a bath 2 days ago. And it was so funny. And I was loving it because Carly never gets angry.
What I also love about that is that you said that he picked it up with his mouth, like you were expecting him to run off with it in his hands. Do you know, like, because dogs often do that.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah. I was so upset with him that when he came over and gave me puppy dog eyes, I had to call him a cunt.
She did.
I was so upset. I've never felt so disrespected.
Poor Indy. Poor Indy. That's what I'm saying.
Do you want to see him?
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Look at him.
Now.
I like as well the fact that he's not even looking at you.
No. Not even looking at me.
Want to look at you. It's like, no, I'm out of this.
I mean, I do feel some level of guilt because he has been poorly today and blah, blah, blah. But when I'm feeling ill, I don't see like people who are ill rolling in shit. I haven't seen alongside the coronavirus pandemic a shit rolling pandemic.
Oh, it's definitely it's a side effect, isn't it? It's a side effect of corona. You will go out into the parks and you will roll in any shit you can find.
Which
is why they've started to leave needles in the park with coronavirus vaccine in it, so that you will roll in it and you'll get vaccinated because you're rolling in shit.
Well, yeah, this is why we've had lockdowns. It's just the shit rolling pandemic. Anyway, that's the nomination. Dogs who roll in the shit of other animals is my nomination for.
So, would you be okay with dogs that roll in the shit of other dogs rather than other animals?
No,
you're specifying that.
Actually, any shit.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm just making sure you're.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, just any shit. So you still
in my toilet, get it out and go, oh, this is nice. Like, it's just not acceptable.
Maybe you could do. Maybe we're missing out on something. Have you ever thought of that? Maybe there's.
Where did you learn it from? That's the question.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know,
sure you don't do that because it's a little bit curious, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it? That he only lives with you and he's learned how to roll in shit. So
and it's only been recently, John, because I've been out with Carly on multiple walks, and it's only been this week.
Yeah,
so I feel like something's happened.
Lockdowns hit us all hard. Lockdowns hit us all hard. But if you're starting to roll in your own shit now, or maybe you're rolling in Indy's shit, is that what it is? Are you making him shit in the house and then you're rolling in it?
I'm just concerned that I think this is Sarah's subtle way of telling me that I smell of shit.
I mean, it was quite subtle, though, wasn't it?
It was really good. If that's
an undertone.
Yeah.
I mean, she mentioned the fact that you told Indy was going to have a bath. She mentioned that twice. I think that was more of a Carly, you need to have a bath.
Yes, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Should I put myself in the freezer? No, I'm just going to stick with my original nomination.
Do that nomination, and let's see what John does.
What's your rolling poo? John, what's your nomination? Sorry,
I don't know. See, I was struggling with this one when you said it's to put something in the freezer. I think because I've been dealing with the general public more than I usually have to. I want to put in the freezer people that. Entitled people that come to shops thinking that they own the shop, even though it's not their shop, and they think they can do what the fuck they want with it. For instance, this week there's been, because we're doing click and collect at the shop I work at, so that means you have to book an appointment, and then you come and collect your stuff. You order it on the phone, you collect it. The amount of people that just wander to the door, push the door, realise it's closed, but then continue to still push the door, like rattle it to get your attention, and then when you open the door and say, have you booked an appointment? They say, no. Do I need to? Even though there's a massive sign on the door saying, we are click and collect only, please book an appointment.
Idiots.
Yeah. So basically I want to put idiots in the freezer.
Yeah.
Who are
idiot customers.
Yeah, idiot customers. Also, the people. I mean, we spoke about this before. Well, at the start, before we actually started this. But the people, because there's a Tesco's next door to the shop I work at, and they go into that Tesco's with their mask on, and then walk out of that Tesco's, and then try and walk into our shop without their mask on, as if like, yeah, exactly, yeah, just idiots. Idiots during the pandemic. I think
it's not even like they're like an anti-mask person. It's just like they're a selective mask.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we'll go in here. It's fine. This place looks like they don't need to wear a mask in this place.
Yeah, because maybe they just want to try the vapes and they can't.
Yeah, well, that's probably what it is. Yeah, you can't do it. You have to cut a hole in the mask, and then that kind of defeats the object. Get them a vaping mask.
Well, just like a fucking oxygen mask, where they're like.
Yeah, maybe that's the idea that I'm going to come up with this week. I'm going to.
All the idiots.
Yeah. Get rid of them. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I love that. Well, in fact, everyone get voting because I know we're sort of running out of time and we want to read your cards. Get voting. I
want to read other people's cards. I want to read.
Would you like to put dogs who roll in shit or idiot customers into the freezer? As you are voting, we're gonna do your cards for you, Sarah and I, and also John's going to chip in with his advice, because if there's one thing that actually John is good at, it's no nonsense advice. He's given me a lot of advice over the years, and some of
there's a reason there's quite a few of those names in your freezer, Sarah, and I think that might be down to me and my advice to Carly.
Yeah, actually, that's probably true.
It was either the names in the freezer, or I was going around to cut their hands off and then put them in the freezer. That was what that was basically.
A whole different thing altogether.
Yeah.
Absolutely harrowing. Jim, do we have any people that would like Sarah? Does she have a card? Sarah, do you want to pull one for Sarah?
Yes, let's do Sarah's for Sarah's. Let's do that.
A double Sarah card.
Double Sarah. Sounds good to me.
Double Sarah.
Oh, this is a nice card, Sarah. So this, as you can see, this is like union, sort of companionship. It's kind of like the soulmate card. And
it's the shagging card. Get over it. It's a shagging card, isn't it?
No, it's a heartfelt connection.
Just because you're companions and your soulmates doesn't mean it's all about the shagging, John. Honestly, really lowering the tone. But yeah, you could end up shagging them, but that's not what I was. That's not what I was going for. So you can see at the top here is you've got I don't know what the official term is. I'm sure Carly does, but it kind of looks like a lion, and it basically signifies
a caduceus staff with a lion's head on the top.
There we go.
Mercury, the winged god. That's stick basically.
Thanks, honey. Thank you.
Describe. So brilliantly described.
So it signifies strength, and basically saying that with this person in your life, then they're going to actually bring you a lot more strength. Now, sometimes this can also come up in regards to friendship. So sometimes I can get this card and it actually represents Carly. So it represents that being friends with her and having such a strong friendship can really improve you know, as you can see from that face alone. So, or it could actually mean a relationship. So it really depends, but you're really going to draw a lot of strength and feeling and a lot of courage from this sort of companionship this week. So that's the advice of the card.
I agree. John, anything you want to add that is not related to sex?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I think we're going to get through this quite quickly, because if John hasn't got anything to add about sex, it's not really a lot going to be happening.
Yeah, that's your challenge, John, to give advice.
Okay, right. Okay, decent advice.
Celibate advice. Anyone from more, Jim? Katie Ann. I'll do one for Katie Ann. Here we go. There we go. I always like to, for some reason, I always like to cut the cards for these little one card readings. So we'll see. Oh my God. I'm going to do this again because I think I need to cleanse my cards because I've got the 9.
I got that one. Yeah.
But in fact, Katie Ann, let's stick with this because this is what came up for you. If you're watching earlier in the show, this is the card of contentment, satisfaction, and gratitude. It's like that card where you think that all of your kind of dreams have come true, but not necessarily the big dreams, like the dreams of just like feeling loved and having lots of people around you that care about you. So the advice this week is to A, remember that you've got all those people, and B, if there's anyone that you feel could benefit from it, I would say reach out to them and make sure that they know that it's a reciprocated feeling. Sarah or John, is there anything you'd like to add for Katie Ann?
Yep, spot on.
I've got I think the advice would be for that one, if you've got a lot of cups piling up, put them in the fucking dishwasher.
That is very sound advice. It could also mean that. And we have seen, I shouldn't have blocked John's smut because Sarah has said it has been a while since she's had a shag and would like one. So if there's any hot bitches watching the show, please get in touch with
Is this how this show works? Is this basically a brothel? Is this how this show works?
No, John, and any authorities that are watching, this is a tarot show and a tarot show only.
Yeah. Please
so
come in.
Hoary, this show. Yeah, Kev, I can pull a card for you.
I bet he wanted to put them all on a card.
Sorry, it's not a brothel. If it was a brothel, I'd be
getting a lot more money if it was.
Yeah, you'd be paid to be here. Sadly, no one.
On the way, Sarah knows. Sarah knows how much a brothel makes as well. That's what I like.
Okay, Kev, here we go. We've got a card for you. We've got the 7 of Wands. So as you can see on the card,
yes.
it's not penises, John. It's actually not penises. This, as you can see, there's a guy here. He's got his stick and he's having to battle through these sticks that are in front of him. This is the card saying that things maybe are feeling challenging, and that there's something that you feel like you're kind of struggling through and that you're having to fight your way through. Things are not coming easily for you, especially in your like your passion projects or maybe your work, things that you're actually doing. It feels like things are a bit of a struggle. This is the card that advises perseverance and to actually battle through these obstacles. This is not a time to hold back. This is not a time to try and work your way around. This is not a time to sort of wait. This is a time for you to actually just fucking go hell for leather and fight through. Any more for any more? Anyone want to give any advice?
Yeah, from that one, I would say if you're being attacked by anyone that normally sells sweet corn, get a bigger stick.
I like that. So, Kev, that's the advice from John. Sarah, is there anything you'd like to add for that?
No, sweet corn, spot on. Yeah,
sweet corn, absolutely. Cinderella.
Oh, what? Okay.
I love this name, Cinderella Rudzinski. What's coming towards me in love, Sarah? I think you should take this.
Wow. I mean, I'm fighting the urge to be like Golden Slipper and a Prince, but if a knight or something comes up, then I think we're just going to go with it. So.
I'm really rooting for really.
So this actually.
Oh my god!
So Cinderella, this is a fantastic card when it comes to love. So obviously cups represents sort of like relationships and stuff anyway, but the Page of Cups is very much like a messenger, and it can be a message about love. And as you can see, there's the fish that is popping out of the cup, and so that is it's the invitation to be open to something that's unexpected. So what I would say is, in terms of love, is that you might be looking for love in a certain area. Maybe that's not where you're going to find it. And you've actually got to be open to something that maybe is outside the realms of something you would normally consider. So sometimes it could be like if someone's into traditional dating, they could then be open to the idea of online dating. Or if you've got like a particular type and you're really a stickler for, no, I must have these things in a guy, of maybe just trying a date outside the box and just see if there's someone else that maybe who you normally wouldn't date, of just giving them a chance. So it's very much about being open to opportunity, because I feel like the opportunity of love is going to be coming for you, but it's not going to be what you're expecting. So it's a very exciting card.
That is so spot on, Sarah. John, your friend Jason wants to hear your take on this.
Well, I think, yeah, but I totally agree with what Sarah said. I feel like you need to look for the love in unexpected places, and because it is the Page of Cups, the messenger of love. Basically, what I'm saying is accept the unsolicited dick pics.
No.
Yeah, I agree, actually. I think too many of us get upset when we are violated in that way. And what we ought to do is just suck it up like good women.
Well, that is your normal way of that, Carly. Yeah, you do normally just suck them up. Yeah.
Anyway, any more for any more? My card.
Yes, come on, here we go.
Do you want me to do the card for your dad, or do you want to do the card for your dad?
Why don't you do the cards for my dad? Because I might be a bit too close.
Because I can be more objective. Okay.
My dad actually has become a bit of a legend. My dad, who was not really that into this sort of stuff, since lockdown 1, where I was locked in with him, he has been letting me read his cards. My dad cast a full moon spell with me. He's turning into a little witch. So, yeah. Let's get a card for Richard Smallman.
Oh no, it doesn't like a good one. Sarah's face does not look good. Here we go.
I actually thought about not reading it, but that's obviously so basically, as you can see, you've got the 5 of Cups. Now, I don't know if you've watched this show enough or you've done enough readings with Carly to know what this actually means. So this is like the card of regret or disappointment, and as you can see, the person is staring at the cups, and so they're staring at the cups that they've lost, or things or opportunities that aren't there for them anymore, and not really seeing the full cups behind them of the opportunities that are available to them. So this is very much like an advice card. As you can see in the background, there's a bridge there, and it's really saying that it's time for you to stop focusing on the negative and the stuff that you don't have, and actually go over and cross the bridge into new opportunities, so that you can actually focus on things that are positive that are coming up, rather than dwelling on things that are negatively affecting your life. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That sounds like maybe you're. Yeah.
No, I think maybe it's a time to focus on the things you do have, like a really truly talented, loving daughter, and just focus on how great.
And Carly.
I think maybe as well, it probably goes to show that he probably shouldn't be. He's regretting ever watching this stream. I think that's basically what that card represents.
To support me.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, there's no use crying over spilt wine. Is the message of that card, Dad? So
drink the wine.
Pour yourself another cup. Oh, Mum would like a card too. Okay, shall I do? It's so sweet. Okay, Mum, I'll do your card.
So lovely. This is so sweet.
This is
I feel like we could have done this stream at Carly's house.
Yeah, we could have literally just. My parents are my bubble. I could have just been there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, Mum, you've got the judgment card. This is really cool. We love this card. This is card number 20 of the Major Arcana. So Major Arcana are the big life lessons and the big things we need to take notice of in life. More concepts like, like things like judgment and rebirth, rather than like, you need to focus on your job. So this is a card all about rebirth and absolution. You can see there's the angel Gabriel doing a song on his trumpet, and all the people are rising up out of their graves to get a second chance. So that's what this card is saying. You need to shed off your old life and anything that you feel has been dragging you down or holding you back, and you need to be reborn again as something that's serving you even better. John, please don't give any sex advice to this card because it is for my mum. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I think what that card does say, I read it slightly differently with my extensive tarot knowledge, as you know. I read it as where it's the angel Gabriel basically sucking the dead out of the way of the person who the card is, so that any of their dead feelings are gone. So the path is clear for them to succeed and get through with their life whilst looking at a massive angel in the sky with a trumpet.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, John, for keeping that
clean.
No sex. It's for my mum. They only had
so close. We were so close.
Emma Taylor wants a card from me.
John doesn't have any cards with him, but what we could do is we could pull a card, put it big on the screen, and John can just interpret what he sees.
Okay, let's do this.
Shall I do that?
Let's do this. I'll be interested to see what happens here. Please don't pull any wands. Is the
shit.
2 wands.
The 2 of wands. Is that the 2 of wands?
Yes, the 2 of wands. There we go. Jim,
2 of wands.
Big so we can see the.
Thank you very much. The 2 of wands. So this, Emma, suggests that you should possibly. I don't know if you're in a relationship or if you've ever been in a relationship, or you are at the moment, Emma. But what it's saying is you need to expand that relationship to being 2 wands, suggesting a threesome should be the way forward. So you, especially with a man that's wearing a red beret.
Yeah, a beret and a cape. So look out for him, Emma.
Be careful. Be careful. He'll be carrying around 2 wands. 2
massive wands. We have one more card. We have one more card to read. Jim, who's the next one?
Oh, Jason,
another card from John. Here we go. This is our final card. Sarah, do you want to? Because you've got nicer cards than me. I'm using my little practice deck this week because I feel like I want to hold it in my hands. Hey. Oh,
6 of wands.
6 of wands.
All
the wands. So Jason, this card suggests it's a 6 of wands, obviously, suggesting that wands depict sticks. So you need to be careful of any sticks that are going around with especially if you're near a decapitated horse at any point. So please keep yourself away from those. But if you do see what I can imagine is a Christmas decoration on top of a stick, then please make sure that you keep that going. I think that's suggesting, Jason, that you should move forward with life with a 6. A 6 in mind, thinking that everything should be 6s rather than 5s.
There we go, Jason. 5 or 6 cocks, Jason. I hope that helped. I know you've obviously been, this is your first time watching the show. Oh,
everyone's asking for cards from me now.
Right, okay, one more.
John, you're a hit. You're a hit.
I'm a hit with a card reading.
Oh,
Oh, I hope we've got a naked person.
God. Oh
Perfect.
God, what was I going to say about this?
I really should think these through before I put them up.
So what that is saying, Pete, especially for you, is that you should be drinking from the well of a very naked woman.
I'm so sorry, viewers. I'm so sorry.
Basically, sup at the. I mean, there's no cup in this, but there is a cup. There's a furry cup
Jugs.
for you to drink from.
There's 2 jugs.
There's 2 jugs. There's 4 jugs, actually, Sarah. I think you'll find there's 4 jugs on there. That is the star of 4 jugs. And jugs depicting filling. So make sure that you are filling as many jugs as you can with your liquid, Pete.
Just disgusting readings.
So good, Pete. I hope that's been useful. Jim, is that the end?
I think I love the way Jim put a message in to say, "This is the last one. Just get rid of it. Stop it."
No more
film. The last one. Excellent. So, Jim, that is the last one. So I hope that you've all taken something from that. I can't. I don't know if we have. Oh, we put dogs who roll in shit into the freezer.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I think that's fair enough.
Thanks, guys. I'm really
what is the noise? Every now and again, I hear a noise. Every now and again, it sounds like a train.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I keep hearing a train every now and again. Yeah.
I did not
there we
go.
Oh, people are taking that on board. Sarah Ellis, I wish I had a car from John now. Oh, you see, look, I think we've got a new stream, everybody. Cards with John.
John, I think you're going to be welcome back whenever you want now. So I feel like you've been a real hit with the viewers.
Free every Sunday. Free every Sunday, you know me. I'm a comedian. You used to have a job. Now I just look at cards and say random things about cocks and minges. So that was pretty much my job anyway, wasn't it? Let's be honest, it was my job anyway.
You've been doing that for years.
Yeah,
John, before we go, tell everyone, let's plug your stuff. Let's send all of our people in your direction.
Okay, so I do a podcast with Harriet Dyer and Lindsay Santoro. We do the Biggest Idiot podcast. It comes out every Monday, or you can join the Patreon. You get it on a Friday, and that's got videos. It's basically those two. They're idiots, and they do idiotic things, and I talk them through it and decide on who's the biggest idiot of the week. That's what we do on that. I've got so much stuff going on. Live streams. You can watch me on loads. I do DJing on Mixcloud on a Monday and a Saturday. I do loads of different stuff. So just basically find me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. So it's John Pearson Comedy on Facebook, at JohnnyP_comic on Twitter and Instagram, and you'll find out links to all the stuff that I'm doing. That's basically where I promote everything.
Perfect. John's stuff is scrolling along the bottom. Sarah, do you have anything you would like to plug?
The Whore House, by any chance, Sarah? No,
because I definitely 100% don't run one. My socials are running along the bottom.
Follow Sarah. I've got a couple of things I want to plug. Firstly, I'm super excited. Next week is the full moon. And as you know, we always do something a bit magical and different. No card. Well, you didn't ask for a card, Jose. That's how.
Get one out. I'll do it. Get one out now. I'll do it now. Let's do it.
No.
No, Jim won't allow it. Not allowed.
No, we're done.
We've got a full moon show coming up next week. We've got the fabulous Peter Antonio who is joining us because we always do something a bit different and exciting. We're so excited to have him. He is not only a good comedian and a star of the cabaret circuit, but he's actually also a professional tarot reader. And the tables are going to be turned because next week we have got someone else reading for Sarah and I. So he's going to be doing that, and also he's
I don't like the fact that I'm apparently not a professional tarot card reader. I feel quite aggrieved by that.
I'm so sorry you had to find out this way, John.
Sorry, John. I should have mentioned before that you're not a professional. So please join us for that. And also, I'm just going to plug my podcast too, because fuck it, why not? I'm doing a podcast, so you can find that on.
Is that how you plug a podcast? I do a podcast. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
There you go. I do a podcast. It's called The Truth Club. You can search for it wherever you listen to podcasts, and all my socials are running down the bottom. So that is it for this week's Tarot Nice to Meet You. John, you are welcome back whenever you want to interpret the cards.
I've really had fun with this. It's been great. I might even go and get my own cards. We've probably got some in the house. I'm probably going to get my own cards. I'll start doing them myself for you.
Well, come back when you've had a bit of practice and you can read for us one full moon.
Like I need practice.
No, you don't. I mean,
just look at the picture, don't you?
Yeah, I mean that is literally how you read them. To be fair, so
John's reading Happy Family Tarot. That's what I'm doing.
I like.
Ah, you've got Mrs. Bun the baker. That means you've got one in the oven. Congratulations.
I love this. Well, my darlings, we're going to have to love you and leave you, but we're here every single Sunday at 7 o'clock. Please tell your friends, and we can't wait to see you again. So thank you, John. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, all of you, for watching at home. And yeah, bye, bye, bye. We love you.
Bye, 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 bye.
Thanks for watching Tarot Nice to Meet You, which is produced by Comedy Hotspot. See you next Sunday at 7 p.m.